the kids have had their fun, grown-ups, there's a place to celebrate festivities downtown, the grown-up way. Ad Astra Wine Bar and Market is located downtown Springfield and always has a fun menu. Now, we took a trip to see what wines and cocktails and even food would pair well with the holiday season, with many of which the owner, Christina Barbie, shows us products from Illinois companies and ingredients you can find at home. At Astra just hit their 1-year anniversary, though, Christina.
Yes.
So over 40 types of wine here?
Just over 40. We narrowed it down this year to less than 50.
So many options to choose from.
Yes.
Yes, and so I really like this place specifically because it's very inclusive. You guys have women-owned, Black-owned, Illinois local, so locally owned. And so when we're talking about the cocktails, we're using some Illinois-owned ingredients, if you will, right?
Yes.
So what do we have in front of us here?
So we have the ingredients for our famous mulled wine, and right now what we're using is this Ryan Hall pear brandy to add to it. This is from Chicago. And we're using a leftover wine because the #1 trick to a great mulled wine or sangria is don't use the expensive stuff because it's not going to matter in the end because you're adding so much. So don't waste that $40 expensive one. Use your leftovers or the wine that's gone bad that you just don't want to drink anymore, that you can just add a bunch of sugar to and cover it all up.
All of these ingredients go in here?
Yes.
And is that just how that's done there?
Yeah, so there's a couple of ways you can make it. The base way to make it is to 1 bottle of red wine. You can also use white wine if you want something a little sweeter, a little more fruity. I like mine a little stronger, so I'll do about 2 to 3 ounces of brandy in there. If you want some spice, get some Captain Morgan out or some other rum in there. Maybe some tequila if you want a really big kick. And then we just want to mix into either a simmering pot on the stove, a crock pot, or one of those big dispensers for hot tea, hot water. You want to add anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup if you're going for a sweeter version of it, about 2 cinnamon sticks, a couple of star anise, and then some fresh cloves.
Very good. And so if we're not into the mulled wines, we can go into some more cocktail-styled wines as well. Now, does this also have wine in it, or are they just cocktails?
These do. Only one of these has wine in it. So the first one I wanted to show you how to make is our new seasonal White Russian. So a classic White Russian is definitely for those who love their liquor. So it's definitely not for everybody. So it's got heavy cream, vodka, and coffee liqueur in it, and we use Black Band coffee liqueur from Peoria, Illinois in it. Again, we try to keep it local. And to it, so I'm gonna go ahead and add our vodka. And this one's so easy because you can just build it right in the glass. So our vodka and our coffee liqueur, and this is our house-made gingerbread cookie syrup. So we basically we just make our own gingerbread cookie mix without the dough and add it, and then just pour it directly in there.
That's also something you can do at home as well.
Or you can go to the store if you're not into making your own syrups and just buy a good gingerbread syrup. You can also just make whatever syrup you'd like, and then just go to that dairy aisle.
I almost thought this was eggnog. I was like, you can't forget the eggnog, but it's heavy cream.
We did have an eggnog cocktail last week, our Yule Grog over so well. And then just go to the dairy section or the non-dairy section and just splash some heavy cream on top.
Looks really good.
And then you're gonna wanna mix it and just stir it right in the glass so you get a consistent taste. And because we always wanna be a little extra here, we're gonna grate some fresh cinnamon on top. And the extra part is always what makes us so well loved here. And then you got that fresh cinnamon on there as well.
It's almost like the adult cold chocolate.
Adult cold chocolate
milk or something.
It's like a latte.
It's a latte.
It's an
for
upgrade.
The adults, okay? Don't take them to Starbucks. We're not there. At Astra here. And then let's talk about these last 2 ones here. I love the garnish on both.
Thank you. So this is our Druid of the Woods, made by one of my new shift leads, Jason. So this is for the gin lovers. So we took a very woodsy, pine-centered gin, and we made our own house-made pine and roasted chestnut tea here, and added a little bit of sugar to it, a little bit of syrup, to just like smooth it out and make it more controlled. Shake it with ice and shake it really, really well to get it. and then we smoke some rosemary and clip it to the side, so as you're drinking, getting that really nice scent in there. So that's not just for looks, it's to add to the whole entire experience for
I love
you.
that. Perfect for the winter season as well.
Yes.
And then what's this last one we have here?
This is another gin one. We do love our gin here. We turn a lot of gin haters into gin lovers. This is our infamous Holiday 75. Last year, our first full month open was December, and we sold 200 and some of these in a month.
Wow.
Because they're so loved. So we shake gin and our house-made cranberry thyme syrup together, and then pour it into these flute glasses and add our house cava wine. Cava is just a nicer Prosecco, so it adds more fruit flavor. It's a little more forward and sparkly. And then, of course, we got to garnish it, so we put some thyme and some cranberries in there.
Now, I love at Astra. They are very inclusive. Of course, they are continuing to add to the actual food menu there, too. Christina soon said that there will be grill dinner options where you can get a little bit of everything. The address is on your screen, as well as some upcoming events and, of course, ways to stay and keep in touch. Awesome place, though, guys.